every state that we've done shows in, or in my own state. But just finding random parks to just sit and just enjoy the outside and my solitude and my thoughts and things like that. Reading. I am in The Alchemist right now.
Oh, okay.
And I'm really enjoying that book heavily. So getting back to that, because I find when I'm spending a lot of time either on social media or whatever it is, there's a lot of information out there for us to consume. And sometimes it can get a little overwhelming, and your mind's like, I'm taking in all these things that I didn't even know I was supposed to be taking in, or that you probably aren't supposed to be taking in. So I just take a break away from that sometimes and just read and relax, and that's about it.
Okay. Well, there are definitely a couple of parks here in Indy.
Yes.
One of which is White River. It's right downtown if you're staying downtown. Okay. I also love Eagle Creek. It's by Rick's Boathouse. It's like a seafood restaurant, but it's like on the water, and it's right by Eagle Creek. So I kind of go there to sit and just enjoy being on the water. I'm originally from Connecticut. I'm a beach girl, so I would 7 minutes away from the beach. So I would go to the beach all the time. And that's just like my peace place, right? So being in a park on the water, woo, that definitely does it for me. So those are two places that I would tell you to visit in Indianapolis, just to take in some time.
Yeah, because we have a nice break today in between sound checks. So
okay.
We'll probably check that out, especially when you said the seafood restaurant.
Oh, yes. The Fisherman's Catch is really good.
Okay, good. We right, you got that? Sean, you got that?
Fisherman's Catch.
Yes, that's right.
So when Bobbi Storm, when you talked about being on your lowest of your low, right? And there's nowhere to go but up. There are peaks and valleys in life. We go up and we go down, we go sideways and all of that. But sometimes we do have to hit the bottom to rise ourselves back up, but it's hard to do. Yeah. It's comfortable to just stay where you are, opposed to going uphill and climbing, because that's the way we look at it. Like, to get out of this, I gotta crawl up or move up, but perhaps it's just standing up, right? Just standing and knowing that I am in this and I'm gonna walk my way out of this to lessen the load of feeling the burden and heaviness. So how have you worked through working through some of your lowest times?
Well, yesterday I had a really good conversation with someone who plays for October, and he said something that stuck out to me. He was saying that, let's see, because we were talking about this very topic yesterday, literally. And what he said was, whenever you are in the past, that's the language of the enemy. And that is when God's voice is disguised the most, because God speaks in the present. And that to me was a dictation of like how I've felt in those spaces before, where I was constantly feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm not hearing from God. I'm not doing and it's because I'm allowing the enemy to keep me in what coulda, shoulda, woulda been, which is the past.
Instead of now.
You know what I'm saying? Even living in the future, it can be somewhat of a stifle to your growth as well, because you don't know what the future is going to be. So you're literally trying to plan out these things you have no control over. You have that aren't tangible. So the best way is to live in the present, and you can't do that by living in the past. So just getting my mind right and praying, meditating, and reminding myself. Philippians 4:8, it says, think on all good things. So just reminding myself over and over again of those good things, so they can bring me up out of that little hole I'm in, and then moving forward in the present, so I can hear what I need to hear. Once you hear whatever God is telling you to do, it's no wrong turn you can make. It's no wrong thing you could do, because all things work together for your good.
And we are looking at the product of good things. Yes. And we're hoping and praying, and not even hope and pray, because that's not even wrong. No, we're gonna take it to this: continued success through all good things. In Jesus' name. Because we see you, and each time you come here, it's just a little bit more that you're giving us, and a little bit more that we see you out and about. And I appreciate you always taking the time to come to radio. I just feel like it's so important because our listeners are connected to you, of course, through social media as well as your music. And when you think of, our community, Black radio is the spirit of that. Yeah. So thank you for taking that time, and we're living in the present and living in all good things with you as you continue to tour with October London and just take this whole nostalgic music and mixing it with the new type of vibe. We really appreciate that. So thank you for all that you do.
Oh, well, thank you for pouring into me this morning.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. We have to pour into each other, right?
Absolutely.
A lot of times we're working from, a depleted cup. We got to continuously fill our cups up and then fill our sisters and our friends. I had a friend and we were talking about grace the other day and just allowing to give ourselves grace and our friends grace and how we can help and pour into them. So whatever I can do for you, sister, I'm here.
Wow. I really feel that genuinely, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart.
So knock them dead tonight.
Thank you. I will. I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. I'll be at the show. I'm hosting. So it's going to be a good time tonight at Clues Hall. The show starts at 8 o'clock. Don't meet us there. Beat us there. I know it sounds cliche, but get there, get parked, get in your seat, and get ready for a night of music that I feel will soothe the soul and that everyone needs.
Absolutely. 100%. I can't wait to see everybody there tonight.
Perfect.